Hey everyone, my name is Tyler. We're here at the shop. We're doing a bunch of plank work today, and I just want to share with you guys what goes on when putting planks in the boat. It's not something you can just like rough cut in. Everything is kind of like you're cutting it, you're measuring it, you're cutting it, you're measuring it, you're using a chisel, you're knocking it in, you're cutting again, and you're kind of making it as precise as you can. We use the steam box, what's underneath here, what we have this wood sitting on. So we're just gonna look at the damaged plank and what I'm about to do for making a new plank. Here at the shop, we're working on wood boat stuff. Anyways, right in front of me, we have the brand new plank board with sapele underneath it. And we have the old plank from the Chris Craft behind me right here. And we're just gonna look at it up close and show you what I'm gonna do next for this step. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I actually will lay the plank down over top of the wood, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna trace this all out going around, and then I'm gonna cut it out with a jigsaw. And then once I get it to the general shape that I want, then I'm gonna run it through the planer. Okay, so right in front of me, this is a planer, a rigid one. Why do I have a rigid one? Well, out of most of my tools in the shop are Bosch, DeWalt, or Dremel. This one, the blades are really cheap and I can get them on Amazon in 2 days. And when you're planing mahogany and hardwoods going through this planer, you're actually gonna eat through blades real fast. Anyways, so they're like, 30, 40 bucks for like a pack of 2, and you can get through a lot of wood before you have to change them. It's actually kind of a pain to do the blades. I got a funny story for you guys where I got screwed over. And why I invested in this with the vacuums. I ordered a really expensive piece of teak, and I ordered it from the States. This is like in 2013. And I said to the guy, this is the thickness I need, this is the measurement, I need you to plane it because I don't have a planer. And the guy says to me, oh, yeah, sure, I could do it. And I'm like, what do you want to plane it? And he's like, oh, like 40 bucks. And I was just like, 40 bucks? Plane a piece of wood takes fucking, 10 minutes? Whatever. And I was like, just do it. He comes back out and he hands me the board, and it's way too thin. And he's like, oh, I was thinking in 3-dimensional. I was like, what are you talking? He's like, oh, like 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional. And I'm just like, have you ever used power tools in your life? And he's like, yeah. Well, just to say, this individual is no longer in business in town. So this is just the weirdest thing. Anyways, I had to throw out the piece of wood. I had to order a new one. But then I went to Moore's and they helped me out and they planed it correctly for me. And then I just decided, I could just buy my own planer. So anyways, that's a props to Moore's, they helped me out. Okay, let's look at the boat. Okay, so when I was about to put this plank in, I looked at the batten and I was like, no, I'm not wasting my time. So I end up pulling this plank off, I scribed it out and I blocked it on the other side, redid the batten, and then I realized that this actual plank on the back side, the old one, was bad. So, brand new plank. This plank's good, this plank's good, this plank's good. I actually did this lower plank, I want to say like 6 years ago. I made it actually out of Fijian mahogany instead of like Philippine or Honduras. Anyways, so this one's in here. So this is actually Philippine mahogany right here. And then this is a sapele, what's in there. So you see how it's nice and tight and there's a good seam here. What I'm gonna put in here is seam compound. It's called Sikaflex or 5200. You see whatever I want to put in there. I like this one product from Sikaflex that like is a really good kind of, it never really dries. Yeah, and it's the 291. That's what it's called, 291. Anyways, so the battens have been all redone. The porthole plate is inside. This has all been cured with epoxy. So I use, on here, this is the TotalBoat penetrating epoxy. So that's there. So that's all been, you know, epoxied. It's all hard now. So now, tomorrow, I have to trace out that other board and I'm gonna plane it, and we're gonna put the next one on and the next one. And when you're putting planks on, you kind of want to work your way like going like this. You don't want to go here, here, here. You just want to be logical, and as you're going up. And as you can see, I put the screws every roughly about 2 inches. So we could have a lot of strength and stability inside this board. Like I said, you know, these ones are like, these are 2 inches, but some of them are like more than 2 inches. And it's like I said to you guys before, it's like, how hard is that guy going to work that day? So I plan on doing this once, not twice, not 3 times. Anyways, so that's kind of like what the rough planking looks like. We got some stuff going on in the shop. We got, I got a really cool opportunity. I got a Brandon Sun is coming out on the 15th, and the guy is gonna put, like, it's one of like their reporter guys from the newspaper, and he says, super interested. I stumbled across your guys' Facebook and everything you guys do, and I wanted to see what it's like to work in a boat shop and do an article about you. It's just like, what's, you know, you never hear of anyone building wood boats in rural Manitoba. Anyways, so I think that's going to be a really cool opportunity. His family were boaters, and yeah, I think it's cool. Anyways, so that's on the book. So when I put this plank in, just going back to this plank, when you cut the plank and you plane the plank, you want to put it in the steam box to get it kind of loose and stuff, and it's going to be really hot on your hands. So I like to wear gloves, and then you start at one end and you work your way with the fasteners and C-clamps. And I'm going to get you guys a better video probably for this board. When I put it in, I'll show you with the C-clamps. You kind of just like, you work it as you go. But over time, this plank, when it completely dries, after it's like, because it's kind of dry right now, but when it completely dries, it will take the shape of the boat. So in like 20 years from now, 30 years from now, if my son or my daughter ever decide to take the plank off the boat, they're gonna be like, it will still have the same rigidity kind of shape. So they can use that as a template. Always keep your old planks. When you pull them off, try to take them off as gentle as possible, because that's your template. And I know how to make templates from scratch, but it's a real pain, and it's not where you want to be when Jesus comes back, making a cardboard template that constantly changes, and when you go to make it, you made it the wrong way or you reverse it. It's so much easier just to take care of the wood that comes out. And it's actually important to change the plank before it gets too much that you can't do that, okay? Anyways, my name is Tyler. I'm at Killarney Lake Boat Works. Like, share, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube, follow us wherever you can except Twitter. We're just not there yet. And there's snow in the forecast for Monday, and I'm itching for a skidoo. Anyways, my name is Tyler. Have a good one. Peace out.